Sing ciao, everybody. Welcome back. You're watching Vietnam Steve, and I got a good one for you today. Just heading out for coffee, and not sure if I'm going to get one around here, but I'm pointing out these diggers. So I live in the Dragon Castle, and we've got an Aeon Mall being built next door. So it's quite a noisy time at the Dragon Castle, and I'm pretty happy I'm only here for a short time. I'm going to try and smash this one out around here, knock out the 5K. I better turn the watch on just to do that, so I can tell you when I get there. I don't need to pay for anything. I need the actual walking app. Here we go. Let's do an outdoor walk. Open. We're off and running. All right, you always catch me out on that one. So look, I've been back here for a couple of weeks now, and I've struggled to get you on the screen, and I don't really know why that's happened. I've had stuff on every day that you would have thought was interesting, and just haven't been inclined to pull out the camera and have a chat. But anyway, we're going to walk up the street, and I want to talk a bit about the construction here. It's going to be fantastic when it's finished, but of course it is noisy. It's been raining the last week, and not really rain, but more mist. So when I've been out walking, I've been walking through the mist, which tends to get you a bit soaked and a bit wet. And I've enjoyed it, but don't really want to bring the camera out in the rain. But I thought I had to tell you about the construction site next door, because it's going to be a very big shopping mall eventually, with cinemas and all sorts of things. And but the construction goes all night. The quietest time would be about 6 a.m. I think the night workers have skived off, and about 7 a.m. it starts up again. So there's clanking of machinery, jackhammers, all sorts of things happening all through the night. I've just jumped on a little in the street exercise machine here, and I'll give the legs a bit of a workout while I'm talking to you. Those diggers that I pointed out to you, there's over 20 of those on the site. I counted them the other day, but I can't remember how many I counted, but it was in the 20s. So they are digging, jackhammering, driving around, all sorts of stuff on the site. There's trucks coming and going all day and all night, and it's very, very noisy. In fact, I've been reluctant to film around here simply because of the noise. Now, I don't know if I'm more susceptible to it, having had 10 weeks in Australia, but it does sound noisy. So the last couple of weeks have been eventful. We've got back here to essentially pick up some more gear to take back down under. Winter's coming in Australia, so we need to take the winter clothes down there now, and that's fine. I'm a passenger in that whole journey, so I don't mind it. I've been eating great food. I mean, last night I just stuck around the sister-in-law's, and on the menu there was pork, shrimp, crab, chicken soup, which I have back in the apartment. I have leftover chicken soup for lunch. I'm on my own today. The kids have left me, the wife's left me, and I should have cooked that up before I headed out, but the rain has stopped, and so I thought it'd be a good time to have a chat to you. My plan today is to head off to the other side of town, get a coffee, and then probably go and see a movie, actually. My daughter's going to a movie tonight. I don't really want to go at the same time she does. She'll think I'm watching her. But I'm going to go catch a movie. Wife's gone off with her friends today to visit somebody that's about an hour and a half away. I had planned to go, but then I just thought they'll all be talking Vietnamese all day, and I can probably get out and do some stuff. I've also got to read some stuff before a phone call later in the week, and that just needs a bit of peace and quiet and time to do that. So that's what I'm focusing on. I'm basically filling my time with my usual routine of morning, afternoon and evening. I try and get anything that I need to get done computer-wise or talking to yourselves wise, get that done before 11:30, and then use the afternoon to basically rest, or maybe head out and talk to friends. Because we're only here for a short time, we're out to dinner every single night. Xin chào. Hello. Xin chào. Got the local butcher there. Don't need that. Got a fridge full of chicken soup. We're out with friends every night. So there's a big concert here a couple of nights back, and hit that one. 10,000 people on the Bayside, and very, very popular. Really firmed up the focus for ultimate retirement. So, you know, ultimate retirement for me was always going to be splitting time between the wonders of Vietnam and quite a large family down under in Australia. That's still the plan. Just got a couple of years hiccups in that while the kids finish off their school, but it's good to have long-term plans. The things I've really focused on since I got back that have ticked my boxes have been just connecting with family and friends. Everybody is so friendly, you know, and that place over there sounds like it's going off for food. The other thing is the weather this time of the year. So we're just heading up to May, and it's about 24 degrees, 31 yesterday, so it's not cold. I'm out in short sleeves today. If it rains, I'm going to be in trouble, but let's hope it doesn't rain. We do have Xin chào. Quite a few people on the footpath today, given this is now a construction site near here, so all these street vendors are trying to hit the workers up. Safety first is always good. I don't know what's second, so make sure I don't get run over here. Whenever the trucks come out of here, they go through the water. Good morning. Which allegedly takes the dirt off So you'll see some pictures in the background of how this thing's going to look. Those trucks are coming out all day and all night. I don't know where they're taking the dirt to, but a lot of dirt came in here or got moved around here for 2024, and now they're digging holes and taking a lot of dirt out. I haven't heard much about people coming to Vietnam, and I'm wondering if it's just backed off a little bit on the anticipated tourist route. So I've had a few friends coming, and I'm catching up with somebody next week in Hanoi, so that'll be a hoot. But as for people on the channel to say, oh look, I've been thinking about Vietnam and I've packed up my lover and I'm coming over, I don't hear too much of that anymore. And I'm just wondering whether people are knuckling down with finances or they found somewhere else to go. Got a very good friend who lives on the other side of town, and his wife, and she's just retired. She'd be 50, so that's about the retirement age here in Vietnam. And she's as happy as a pig in the proverbial. I asked her what she was planning to do in retirement, and she said, well, nothing for the first month. So just like retirees everywhere, they like to get their bearings on what they think they're going to do and how they're going to do it. She's really focused on health and exercise, and so I wouldn't be surprised if I see her walking around here, although she does like walking along the waterfront. They've just bought a place in the Dragon Castle. I've got a 2-beddie up there. They bought the 3-beddie. The reason I bought the 2-bed one was I wanted one that was on this side of the building that looked out towards something. Turns out it's a main road and a port. She's looking out the other way towards the mountains, which is, now I know, just as nice, but she's got a bit more space. So I've been catching up with them a little bit. He took me out for dinner the other night to a lovely buffet here, where we had all sorts of things: ostrich, goose, alligator, and all things Vietnam. I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do here and get right back to you. This is the corner of the main road. So these people coming towards us are coming into Ha Long, and people on the other side are heading out. It's fairly noisy down here, but I think I can manage it. So the trick is to walk along here without falling down one of these holes. So when it rains, the rain comes off the main road through one of these little canals and into a pond that's over the back there. So be careful you don't fall down the hole, Steve. Anyway, yeah, so that lady retired. Her husband's still doing a bit of work, and they've moved to the Dragon Castle. They just thought it was much nicer over here. They're closer to the tourist area, and they got a couple of daughters that are off to university, so they're there sometimes. They're living in Hanoi other times. So yeah, it's really nice having somebody close that's a really good friend. So when you do come here, these 14-seater buses that go past are the way to get around. They are quite cheap. They go everywhere. They're probably the fastest drivers on the road. Not these big tour buses, this one coming here. So that would be bringing people in from another province for a shopping day in Ha Long, those big buses. But whenever we go anywhere as a group or a tribe, we take these 14-seaters here, like that one there. So if you get that one from Ha Long up to Hanoi, you're probably looking at about $250,000 dong, which is 10 bucks. I don't mind getting those ones to Hanoi. Of course, they take a bit longer, so instead of 2.25 hours, it's about 2 hours 45. Because they do go around the neighbourhood a little bit, picking everybody up. And quite often when you get to Hanoi, they're stopping at a depot that's a bit out of town, and then they put you in a taxi to take you the rest of the way where you need to go. So if I go up on Friday alone to Hanoi, I'll go in that one because it's cheap. But I always come home in a taxi, because just get in that taxi, have a sleep, and get dropped off at your door when you get back. Final thoughts for today are, look, I'm only really going to make a vart when I've got something to say. That being said, I'm not an influencer, so I never really have anything to say that's worthwhile. But if you're sick of influencers and you want to come somewhere where it's a non-influencer and just walk around the streets with me, this would be a good channel. For those of you that have stuck with me through my journey, I thank you very much. We've got many subscribers that have been around for a long time following the adventures of Vietnam Steve. And for those of you that are new to the channel, go back and have a look at some of the old stuff and see what tickles your fancy. We'll probably get another 6 or 8 varts out in the next month while I'm here, and then we'll be in exile again. Thanks for watching today. I hope it's given you a bit of an update of where I am and what I'm doing. When I get back to the Dragon Castle, I'm going to run upstairs, drop off the vart equipment, and do another circle around. It's about 2.5 kilometres around the Dragon Castle, and so I'll get the 5K in today. Stay frosty. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. So that's not a bad view of the complex, and where this white wall goes along down below here, that's the shopping centre going in on the other side of that. But as you can see, the Dragon Castle is right there. Now I am, well, you can count them up, but I'm in level 18. Probably to the right hand side of that groove that goes up the middle of the corner there. So I've got that groove in my apartment. We've got the washing machine out there, but that's a very nice apartment block, very reasonably priced, and it's going to be in prime position in about 12 months' time.